One reel, 3 completely different setups.
We're at Fly Fish Food. Let's show you how the pros do it.
You know what? Part of being a fisherman is you got to exaggerate everything. That's why he said he's 5'9". There's no way he's 5'9".
No shot. Right. Is that your all-time favorite?
For like do-it-all stuff, yeah. I'm giving you guys the Premier. This is a $100 line. This is a phenomenal line.
Heck
the
yeah.
taper's great.
Money.
It's just a versatile do-it-all taper. I think even your dad could probably throw it at least 30 feet.
Yeah, BFG.
Yeah.
You think?
You're gonna want a good dry fly line. You're going to want a sink tip so you can fish streamers in the river.
Yeah.
And you're going to want a full sink type 3 so you can fish streamers in the lake. All right. You got to say 3, 2, 1 or I don't know if you're rolling. No, I'm just messing with you. Here we got the Lamson Liquid. This is our #1 selling reel by far. But anyway, we're going to take these spools. This is called a line lathe. There's a dude in Salt Lake that builds custom Porsches. And he decided to build a line winder. It's belt driven. It's amazing. So this is like one of my favorite toys. So welcome to my workshop. The dry fly line we're going to put yellow backing on. So typically, if you don't really know which line's which, I like to put brighter color on floating lines. As the lines get deeper sinking, I put darker color backing on there. So in case you don't know, you really don't need a lot of backing on here. You just need it to fill up the reel. So sometimes I'll use 30 just because the color's cool. It's the quickest arbor knot you'll ever see. Alexa, play songs by Stick Figure.
It's not Fly Fish Food without Stick Figure.
Right. I'm glad you said that. I like how you think. All right, so we're gonna just fire off some backing in here. And I kind of just know how much to put on there because I've done a ton of them, okay? We just need a little bit of flavor of backing on there because this is gonna be a 6-weight line too. So here we're gonna do a triple surgeon's loop. This might be the fastest one you've ever seen in your whole life. Just kidding, it won't be. 1, 2, 3. That was like a 2-second loop right there, boys.
Crazy.
So this is called the Rio Gold XP. This is a fly line that's designed to just kind of do everything. You can throw midges, little streamers, dry droppers. It's a very versatile line. So this has been one of my favorites. So we just did a little loop-to-loop connection, and now we'll just spool that sucker up. No problem. Old Cheecher's on the case. These Rio fly lines are made right in Idaho Falls. Yeah, pretty cool. What do you think? That's about perfect. Fly line are the same color, so like it's only 2 colors on there. The next thing we have on the docket, boys, is a sink tip. The sink tip that I went with because I know you guys and your limited skill set, I chose one that's real easy to cast.
Perfect. We need it. We need it.
But it's the Trout Express by Scientific Anglers. It's a cool one because it casts more like a dry fly line and you can pinpoint and be accurate with little streamers. So kind of cool. So here's an arbor knot. Okay, so we're gonna go around the reel 3 times. Now watch this. Okay, so I'm gonna do a very fast arbor knot. Here, 1 overhand turn here, and 1 overhand turn there. So, when you tell people that you go out to dinner with for the first time what your profession is and you tell them you're a professional knot tyer, you better be able to do tricks like that.
Yeah,
you know?
That's crazy.
Okay. This line is a little thinner than a floating line, so I'm going to do a little less, or a little more, sorry. All right, here's that triple surgeon's loop again. Let's see if we can get her to work. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and we're just going to put the backing through the line first, and then put your hand through that loop. Squatch. My dog's a psycho. I'm glad she's ruining your video. Not sorry, all right? All right. The other thing is, see how this is coming over the top of the spool? If you ever have to spool your line, try to make it go from the top of this spool to the top of that one. If this is coming from the bottom, it puts a little twist in there. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Or you just come to your local fly shop and have them spool you up. Yeah, that's what I like to do. So you can see that this tip is kind of it's not a super long one, but this is a really fun line to fish.
That's made by a guy who makes Porsches.
Yeah, it's awesome though. You might see a purple one at the Wasatch Expo. Just saying.
We'll be there.
Like your purple popsicle Renzetti.
Oh yeah. With surgical precision. Good part about this is your left hand gets all the fingerprints worn off of it, so you can go rob a bank if you just do everything left-handed.
Cheech, can I tell you about one of my first encounters with you at the fly shop? This was years ago.
This is going to be funny.
It
yeah,
is funny.
absolutely. Because I say some wild stuff sometimes. All right, hit me with it.
So I was gifted an Able reel.
Yes.
So I brought it in, one of the like rainbow trout painted ones.
Yes.
I brought it in. Money was low in the bank at the time, so I had some cheap fly line that I brought in with it from like Sportsman's Warehouse.
Yeah.
I brought it in. I was like, "Hey, could you spool this up for me?" And you grabbed the reel and you grabbed the fly line and you said, "I am not putting that fly line on this reel."
So you, my boys at Able, will know I got their back.
And I was like, "What?" And you're like, "I'm not putting this cheap fly line on a nice reel." And then I was like, "All right, then let's get a better fly line."
So sometimes I tell my staff that, you know, how to upsell, and that's one way. I'm glad I made you buy a fly line. Well, so how did the fly line perform, though?
Excellent. I still got it on.
So here's what we tell people, like, this is a smart combo here. The Lamson liquid is the best bang for the buck in the whole industry, right?
That's what Bruce says.
Right? Well, and Bruce is a tightwad, so he knows that. So if you want to talk about saving money, you talk to Bruce. Just don't talk to him about taking money on international travel, like cash. Where were we with this? Where were we going with this? Oh, so this is a good combo because
good
you guys
combo.
are getting high-end lines with a simple reel, right? You shouldn't do it the other way around, ever. Like, the best thing you can do for your cheap rod is put a good line on it. Ethan, what happened when you got a good sink tip line? Did that change the game? Yeah? So the fly line is such a critical part of gear, and they don't last very long. It's kind of like a Ferrari, right? Ferraris are not made to be durable. They're made to be fast. They're made to perform, and they're made to be good. So even a durable fly line is still not super durable. I mean, we're talking little microplastics we're expecting to do a hard job. And this is why I hate the egg cartons. But watch, we got half of it on there. And this, we just do it the cowboy way. I'm glad this happened while you guys were in here. It happens about
See how it really goes.
1 every 50. And it usually because I'm distracted doing something else, like talking to a bunch of young bloods about fly time. And watch this. We're gonna get her. So this is the Rio Fathom. This is a type 3 line. So this is a full sink line. You're gonna wanna use this one on the lakes. And even though I have it all tangled, this thing comes just right undone. It's got really good memory, or really bad memory, I should say. Bad meaning it can't remember that it's supposed to stay coiled. But anyway, the reason I go type 3 is just because it's like you can either let it sit and sink down, or you can just start stripping immediately and you can fish that top section of the river, or the water. Not river. This is a lake line. And you saw that I put black backing on there. So black backing, fastest sink line in that 3-pack.
Cool.
Blue backing, the next fastest. And
the river.
Yellow backing, floating.
Cool.
And sorry for calling you tightwad, Bruce, but you know what I'm talking about. You remember the time you had to bum $50 from me in Argentina, and I made you pay interest?
Some banker.
That was awesome. I know he's a banker, and I'm a fly tire.
Banker.
So here we go. If you're confused what's what, look at the backing. There's the blue, chartreuse, black. Boom. So the young blood rod. You used to have to peel off a sticker and put it on your reel so you could remember what you had on there, but it's all printed on there. But if you ever wanted to do it, I'll show you guys a little hack. So on your fly line, I'll just take a little cross section that's a scrap. So let's say that this is let's say it's a 3-weight rod, right? So what you would do further up on your rod, you would go like this. 1, 2, 3, okay? But 5 weights, 5 is a longer bar. So if this were an 8-weight, you'd go like this. You'd have the 3 little ones. You have a long one and 3 short ones. 5 plus 3 is 8. So anyway, that's a system that you can use to label your fly lines even if you don't have it marked, and it works for everything.
That's sweet. So it's
Yeah,
like
that's
your
a
own
good idea.
Roman numeral.
Exactly, yeah. So 5 is a long one and 1 is a short one.
Easy.
That's freaking sweet.
You know what we'd have to do if we did turn this into a 13 weight? Add another 5. Oh my gosh. Dude, my work here is complete. Cut it. That's it. That's the video. All right.